Hello, how are you? And welcome to your online English class. Okay, so every week we will have one class recorded on YouTube. All right, and you will have to do this class in your house in your own time. All right, and then we will have one class in the academy. Okay, so I can have a look and check all the work you do at home. All right, so make sure when you do these YouTube classes that you pay attention, okay, and that you try and remember all the vocabulary and grammar that we do. And if you have any questions, okay, then write them down, and you can ask me when we go to the academy. Okay, very good. So let's have a look. So today, for our online class, we are going to be doing page 29 in the Pupils book. Okay, page 29 in the Pupils book. So this is in Unit 3, all right, and it's vocabulary. Vocabulary. Okay. Page 29. All right, and then when we're ready, okay, we can begin. So this class, we're just going to be learning a little bit about food and some verbs and adjectives to do with cooking. Do you like to cook? I like cooking, but I'm not very good at it. But yes, and I'm sure you all know lots of foods in English. Anyway, let's have a look. Okay, so let's go to exercise 1 on page 29. All right. Now, in exercise 1, we just have a big list of lots of different foods. Okay, and we're going to separate them into 6 groups here. So we have vegetables, fruit, carbohydrates, meat, dairy. So dairy is everything that's sort of like comes from animals like milk and eggs and things. And then other things. Okay, so we're just going to put these all into separate columns. All right, and let's do this all together. Okay, so you can write the answers in your book. Okay, let's have a look. So first off, we have vegetables, beans, fruit, apple, carbohydrates, bread, beef comes from the cow, which is our meat, cheese, dairy, and honey, other. Let's have a look. Okay, well, we can do a few of these. So banana, banana's a fruit. Carrots, you remember carrots? Zanahorias, carrots. These are vegetables. Let's think, what else? Oh. Okay, cereal. What would cereal be? It's not a fruit or vegetable. It's not meat. Let's have a look. Cereal, carbohydrates. Cereal. Okay, next one. Chicken. Chicken is meat. Lettuce, right? Lechuga. This is a vegetable. Milk. So this comes from animals. So it's dairy. Oil. Aceite. Oil. Probably other. Yeah. Oil. Onions. Cebolla. That is a vegetable. Oranges. Oranges. We all know orange is a fruit. Pasta. Now, if you don't know pasta, it's carbohydrates. Pasta has a lot of carbohydrates. Another thing which has a lot of carbohydrates is potatoes, but potatoes is a vegetable. Okay, next one, rice. Rice is also with carbohydrates. Okay, salt, sal, salt. Which column will salt be in? Maybe other. Yeah, there we go. Oh, one of my favorites, steak. Steak. Steak is made with beef, so it's meat. I love steak. Strawberries. That is a fruit. Tomatoes. Now, there's a debate whether tomato is a fruit or vegetable. Let's see what the book says. It says it's a vegetable. I think it's a fruit. But we'll follow what the book says. The book says it's a vegetable, so we put it in the vegetables. Vinegar, vinagre, vinegar. That would be other. And yogurt, yogurt is made with milk, so that would be dairy. Okay, so here we go. Here we have all of the foods into the 6 different groups. Okay, so vegetables, we have beans, carrots, lettuce, onions, potatoes, tomatoes. Fruit, we have banana, oranges, and strawberries. Carbohydrates, we've got cereal, pasta, and rice. For meat, we have chicken and steak. Dairy, we have milk and yogurt. And other, we've got oil, salt, and vinegar. Okay, so make sure you've got all of these foods written correctly in the correct group in your book. Okay, all finished? Hey, 100%. Well done, everybody. Good job. Okay, very good. So now we have all of these foods written into the different columns. All right, so let's continue. All right, so now that we've had a look at all these foods, let's do a quick gap fill exercise. Okay, so let's go to exercise 2 here. Okay, can we all see exercise 2? Okay, so it's called My Favorite Snack. My favorite snack. Snack is like merienda. Okay. Right, so we have to read through, and we're going to put use one of the words, use one of these foods here in exercise 1, and we have to put it in the correct gap here. Okay. So what I'd like you to do first is I'd like you to take a few minutes and try this exercise on your own. Okay. Okay, intentar hacer este ejercicio solo. Okay, usando las palabras del primero ejercicio. Okay, you can stop the video. Okay, while you do the exercise. Puedes parar el video mientras que haces el ejercicio. Okay, all finished? Let's correct. Okay, so my favorite snack. Let's read through. What's my favorite breakfast snack? Well, if I'm feeling lazy, I have a bowl of cereal, usually with milk, but sometimes yogurt. Cereal with yogurt. I never tried. Or a slice of bread. A slice. A slice es un trozo. A slice of bread with some honey on it. Some bread with honey. But if I'm feeling hungry, I often go to the kitchen and make something a bit more interesting. Sometimes I make a burger. Not like the ones you get at fast food places, but a really good one. It's quite easy. You take some good meat, like steak, and make it into flat circles. You put a little oil. Oh, I thought it was salt. You put a little oil on it, and then you cook it under the grill for about 8 minutes on each side. I always add a slice of cheese to make it a cheeseburger too, and some fried onion. I usually have a salad with tomatoes and lettuce as well, and then some fruit, a bowl of lovely red strawberries or a banana. Okay, so did you manage to get all the answers? Okay, so have a look and make sure you have all the correct answers written in your book for exercise 2. Okay, very good. How did you do? 100%. Fantastic. Good job again. Okay, good. Let's continue. Now that we've had a look at some foods, we're going to have a look at a few words to do with cooking. Okay, a few words to do with cooking. So as you know, we cook in many different ways. Okay, here we've got 5 different ways of cooking, and we're going to look at the verb and the adjective. Okay, before we do this exercise, what I would like you to do is open your notebook. Right, open your notebook, and we're going to have a look what all these words mean. Okay, so we're going to write this down in the notebook. Okay, so very little bit of writing. Okay, so we'll have the title Cooking Words. All right, the date is Tuesday the 24th of November. Okay, so put the title and the date. And then, okay, so these are the 5 ways of cooking, right, that we're going to learn today. Right, so here I have the word in English. Now this is the word I've given you is the adjective. Okay, it's the adjective. All right. So and then I've given you the translation in Spanish. Okay. So we have baked, horneado, boiled, hervido, fried, frito, grilled, a la parrilla, and roast, asado. Okay. So these, excuse me. So these are the 5 different cooking words we're going to learn today. Okay. So copy this into your notebook, please. All right. If you need to stop the video so that you have time to write, then go ahead. Okay. Do you have all of the words copied? Fantastic. Okay, let's continue. So here you can see the words here, right? So now we have a column for the adjective, but we also have the verb as well. Okay. Now, if you notice, okay, the adjective usually ends with ed. Okay, it's usually the verb with ed on the end, right? Kind of like making it into the past. All right. So let's have a look at the verbs and adjectives. So we have the verb bake, right? Hornear, bake, and the adjective. Oh, I'll just write it. The adjective is baked. Okay, so bake and baked. All right. Now the way we use these, if we say, so it's a verb, we have to use it in the verb phrase. Okay, so I say, I'm going to bake a potato. Right, I'm going to bake a potato. But I use the adjective to describe the food. Okay, so I say, what is this? This is a baked potato, right? Una patata horneada, a baked potato. All right, so when we describe the food, we use the adjective. So bake and baked. Boil, okay, very easy. Boiled. Okay, next one we have the adjective, which is fried, frito, fried. Now the verb for fried is fry with a Y, yeah? And then when we use the adjective, we change the Y to IED. Grill, a la parrilla, grill. So the adjective is just with ED, grilled. And roast, roast is actually the same, verb and adjective, roast. Okay, doesn't change. It's a bit strange. Okay, so make sure you have all of these copied correctly for exercise 3, okay? Very good. Oh, 4 out of 5. Roasted. Roasted. Here it says roasted, but we can say roast as well. Okay, I'm not wrong. We can also say roast. We say roast, like for example, right? It would say roast chicken, right? We wouldn't say roasted chicken. Say roast chicken. Okay. So, but anyway, let's put ed here so we can put roasted. Okay. Good. Make sure you have all of this copied correctly. All right. Very good. Okay. So now that we've learned these cooking words, okay, the verb form and the adjective form, we're going to use them in exercise 3. Okay, we're going to use them in exercise 3. So we just have to choose. We have to think if it's a verb or an adjective. All right. Exercise 4. Okay. So let's have a look. Okay. Now, before we go through the answers, I'd like you to stop the video and try to finish the exercise on your own. Okay. Intentar hacer el ejercicio solo antes de que miramos las respuestas. Okay. Try to do the exercise on your own. All right. Okay. All finished? Let's have a look. So we're just having to decide if it's a verb or an adjective. All right. Let's have a look. Number 1 here. Okay. It says, I ate some delicious fish at the new Thai restaurant. Do we need the verb or the adjective? Well, here we're describing the food. Okay, so we need the adjective. So it should be fried fish. Okay. Let's have a look at number 2. He the pasta for a long time. It tasted terrible. And we have boiled, the verb, boiled or boil. Okay. Now this one's a little bit tricky. Okay, because here they're both used as verbs. Yeah. He boiled or he boil. Okay. So now if you noticed, right, the second phrase, it tasted terrible, is in the past, right? So we're going to use the verb, but in the past. All right. So that's with ed. So it should be he boiled the pasta for a long time. Number 3. Let's have a look. We need to this chicken for 20 minutes. We need to, okay, so I think here we need a verb. Okay, we need a verb, especially because it's after the preposition to. Okay, so the verb here is grill. We need to grill this chicken for 20 minutes. And the last one, I like potatoes with cheese and beans. I like potatoes. So here we have to choose baked or bake. Okay, so here it's to describe the potato. So we're going to use the adjective, and the adjective is baked. Okay, so make sure you have the correct answers in your book. All right, all finished? Fantastic, excellent. Okay, right, let's continue. Okay, so what we're going to do now in exercise 5 is we're going to have a look at this little text here. Now, this is a review of a meal, okay? A review, una crítica, all right? And it says underline the adjective, right? So we have to find all the adjectives and underline them, okay? So we can do this all together, all right? Okay, so it's very easy to find the adjective, okay, because it always goes in front of the noun, right? It always in front of the noun. So let's have a look here. First phrase here. I ate some delicious fried fish. Okay, so fish is the noun. So before that, I've got 2 adjectives. I've got delicious and fried. Okay, delicious fried fish. At the new Thai restaurant. Now, restaurant is a noun, right? So we have adjectives before this. Thai is an adjective. Okay, if you're from Thailand, you are Thai. And new is also an adjective. The new Thai restaurant. Let's see what it says after this. Then I had some cold coconut ice cream. Cold coconut ice cream. Okay, so ice cream here is the noun. So let's have a look at the adjectives. Cold. Okay. Yeah, coconut is a noun. Okay. Cold coconut ice cream. With fresh green grapes. Grapes, uvas, okay. So we have the adjectives fresh and green. Okay. So these are the adjectives in the phrase. Okay, make sure you have all of them underlined correctly. All right, good. Now, let's continue on. So, talking about adjectives, okay. Now, in English, when we use adjectives to describe things, we often use more than one adjective. We can use 2 or 3 or even 4 adjectives to describe something. But what we need to do is we need to put the adjectives in the correct order, okay? Because there is a correct order to say the adjectives, all right? Let's have a look what it says here. Okay, it says in English, we usually put adjectives of opinion before adjectives describing qualities. Okay, it says the usual order for adjectives is opinion, size, shape, age, color, nationality, material. Now, it's a lot to remember, I know. Okay, so don't worry about it too much. All you have to remember is that the first adjective you use is always an opinion adjective. Okay, an opinion adjective. So let's have a look at some of these examples. Okay. So let's see. Now, if we look at exercise 6, okay, if we look at exercise 6, all right, we've got sort of 3 sets of phrases, okay, and the adjectives are in different order. All we have to do is choose the one that has the adjectives in the correct order, okay. Aquí tenemos unas frases, okay, que tienen los adjetivos en orden diferentes. Okay, tenemos que elegir la frase que tiene los adjetivos en el orden correcto. Que el orden podemos ver aquí. Okay, opinión. Size, tamaño. Shape, forma. Age, edad. Color, nationality. Material. Okay. So, all right, just remember, first is opinion. Okay, normally. Now, another thing that's important is after opinion, we always put size, right? So the first one is opinion, and the second one is size, tamaño. Okay, so we can always remember this. All right. So let's have a look at number 1. We have I love eating big red apples. I love eating red big apples. Now, which one sounds better? ¿Cuál suena mejor? The one that sounds better is probably the correct answer. All right, which is this one. I love eating big red apples. Big is the first adjective, right? Because it's size. And red is the second adjective because it's color, right? Size goes before color. Let's try number 2. Okay. So first, just think which one sounds better. ¿Cuál suena mejor? That's a lovely mountain bike. That's a mountain lovely bike. Which one is correct? Yeah, you got it, the first one. Lovely mountain bike. Lovely mountain bike. Because lovely, right, is an opinion adjective. Lovely. Like bonito. Okay? Lovely. So that's the first adjective here. Okay, and then mountain would be the second adjective. All right? So that's a lovely mountain bike. Let's try number 3. Okay. It says, Mum bought a round big French cheese. Or, Mum bought a big round French cheese. Which one sounds better? The second one, a big round French cheese. Why? Because big is size, right? Grande, size. So this one is first, okay? Because it's opinion and size, right? And then round, redondo, is the shape, right? La forma, right? So size goes before shape, okay? Now, no os preocupéis demasiado de recordar este orden. La mayoría de veces podemos tener el buen orden de adjetivos solo porque suena mejor. Okay, porque siempre usamos el mismo orden de adjetivos cuando hablamos. Entonces, normalmente lo que suena mejor es correcto. Okay. Solo hay que recordar que el primer adjetivo es de opinión. Okay. All right. Anyway, so all finished? Excellent. Excellent. Okay. All right, let's continue. Okay, so we're going to do exercise 7 altogether. Okay, so this is just some collocations with verbs, right? So just some phrases, some word combinations that go together. Okay, it's like a bit of revision. Let's have a look. Exercise 7. Okay, so we have 5 verbs here. and we have to put them with the correct words. All right, so bake, remember bake? Hornear, right? Bake. Do, have, make, and take. Okay, let's try the first one. Lunch, a drink, a good time. Which word do I use? Have. You have lunch, have a drink, you have a good time. Okay, number 2. An exam, a train, a photo. This one's easy. Take. Take an exam, take a train, take a photo. Okay, next one. Homework, the washing up, sports. This one's easy as well. Do. Do homework, do the washing up, do sports. Okay. And number 4, let's have a look. Breakfast, picnic, a mistake. This one is make. Make breakfast. Hacer desayuno. Make a picnic, make a mistake. And the last one, bake. You can bake bread, you can bake a cake, and you can bake a potato. Hornear, right? I like to bake cakes because I love cakes. Okay, anyway, make sure you have all the correct answers in your book. Very good. Okay. Exercise 8, we don't need to do. Okay, so we should have exercises 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 all completed on page 29. Okay, all completed. All right. Now, if you have all of this finished, then what I'd like you to do now is go to your activity book. Okay. And I would like you to do page 22. Okay, so you see this vocabulary. Okay, page 22. All right, and we have 3 exercises. 1, and then on page 23, 2 and 3. Okay. So, página 22, vocabulary. Y vamos a hacer ejercicios 1, 2 y 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. 1, just in case. 2 and 3. Okay. Okay, so it's just using the same vocabulary, okay, that we've done, okay. Está usando el mismo vocabulario que acabamos de estudiar. All right. So on your own, I want you to try exercises 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Solos, hay que hacer ejercicio 1, 2 y 3. Okay. Solo. Okay. Stop the video. Okay. Stop the video. Do the exercises, and then we can correct. Okay. Parar el video, hacer estos 3 ejercicios y hacemos la respuesta y diremos las respuestas. Okay. Have you finished exercises 1, 2, and 3? Let's have a look. Okay. Let's correct. All right. So exercise 1. Okay. I'm just going to show you the answers. Voy a poner las respuestas, así puedes corregir. Okay. Here are the answers. Okay. So correct in your book. Okay. Make sure you correct any mistakes. Okay. Did you get them all correct? I'm sure you did. Very good. Okay. Okay. Mira bien si habéis corregido todas las respuestas. Okay. All right, that's exercise 1. Let's look at the answers for exercise 2. Okay. Exercise 2. Let's look at the answers. Okay. There we go. Here are the answers. Mira bien las respuestas. Okay. Good. All correct. Okay. Make sure you put all the corrections. Okay. Mira bien para poner todas las correcciones. Okay. Very good. And exercise 3. Okay, I'm going to show you the answers. Okay, there we go. Look at the answers. All right, make sure you have all the corrections in your book. Okay, very good. All right, so we should have finished exercise 1, 2, and 3 here in the workbook on page 22 and 23. Okay, page 29 in the pupils book, and this vocabulary in the notebook. Okay, now if you have all of this, then we can finish the class. Okay, we can finish the class. Now make sure, okay, that you have everything done, because I'm going to check when you come to class. Okay, mira bien si tienes todo hecho, todo bien hecho, porque voy a comprobar cuando vienes a clase. Okay, y recuerda, si hay algo que no has entendido, apúntalo, y cuando vienes a clase me puedes preguntar y yo te ayudaré. Okay? Anyway, very good work, everybody. Well done. All right, and I'll see you all in class. Excellent. Okay. See you later. Bye-bye.